రీజనల్ ఫీలింగ్ ఉంటదంటే మన తెలంగాణ వేస్ట్ సార్. ఫిక్స్ ఇది
జాగ్రత్త కదా
జాగ్రఫీ వీడిలా కడప ఆయనకి ఎంత ఉంటుంది తెలుసా కడప 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 అంటాడు. అమ్మా వీళ్ళకి ఎంత రీజనల్ ఫీలింగ్ మళ్ళీ అంటారు మళ్ళా. అందుకే మొన్న వినిల్ అప్పుడు అర్థమైంది నాకు అసలు. ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైంది నాకు, అప్పుడు అర్థం కాదు. కడపలో ఎక్కడన్నా మీది కడప అంటే ఇక్కడ మీరు కడపలో మన బద్వేలు వీళ్ళంతా కడపలో ఎక్కువైపోయింది
తెలంగాణ ఫ్యాకల్టీస్ లేనే లేదు
కదా. చూసారు అదే సార్ ప్రాబ్లమ్.
అది తెలంగాణలో హిస్టరీ ఫ్యాకల్టీస్ ముస్లిమ్సే ఉన్నారు, మళ్ళీ తెలుగు వాళ్ళు ఏమో లేరు.
అట్లుందా
అశోనర్లో కూడా ఉంటుంది, ముస్లింలు చెప్తే హిస్టరీ బాగా ఉంటుంది.
అవునా?
అవును, ఆ ఫీలింగ్ ఉంది. మీరు ఎక్కడ పెద్ద పెద్ద ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్
అవును కరీం సార్
వాళ్ళే ఉన్నారు. ఆయన ఇక్కడ
శ్రీనయ్ సార్
సైన్స్ సార్ కరీం సార్ వీళ్ళే ఇంకా ఎవరు చెప్పండి నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ స్టార్ట్ చేయండి. స్టార్ట్ చేసి
చేశారా? ఓకే ఓకే సరే. ఒక లైట్ ఏమైనా ఆఫ్ చేస్తారా? నాకు అసలు కనిపిస్తలేదు.
ఆఫ్ చేసిన సైడ్స్ కి.
ఓ చేశారా? ఓకే.
ఆఫ్ చేయాలి లైట్స్ కి. మన లైట్ అంటున్నా
Hello everyone, welcome to SLNS IAS water bottle. Hello everyone, welcome to SLNS IAS Academy's Daily Current Affairs. This is Dr. Pavani Reddy. So let us see the important articles or the topics in the current affairs. So this discussion starts with the first important term in the current affairs is related to So the first important term in our current affairs is the Hello everyone, welcome to SLNS IAS Academy's Daily Current Affairs. This is Dr. Pavani Reddy. So let us see the important current affairs. The first important current affairs is related to the term enshittification. Okay, so what is this term? Who coined it? So it is coined by the Cory Doctorow. Okay, so he is a Canada-based author, Canada-born author, and he's also a tech journalist and also an activist. He coined this term in 2022. Okay, so what is the meaning of this term? So why it is been in the current affairs. So this term is used, informally used, to say or to describe the degradation of the online platforms over time. So we all know from the COVID-19 pandemic onwards, there has been a exponential increase in the usage of the online platforms. Right. So this term enshittification is being used to say that, informally to say that the degradation of the usage of online platforms over time. In course of time, the online platforms, the quality they are producing has been reduced. Okay. So what is the main important cause for this degradation behavior? So it is nothing but the profit seeking behavior or the monopolistic control. So what is a monopolistic control? So the control by a single company or an entity. Okay, so when the platforms are with a single company, so they will promote or they will provide the information as they wish. So this profit seeking behavior and the monopolistic control are resulting in degradation of the services which are provided in the online platforms. Right. So what is the process, how the degradation process has been taken place? So they are deliberately made worsened. The quality is worsened deliberately until they completely collapse or decay by themselves. Okay. So this is the process how this is going to taking place. So what are the important symptoms, like how we can say that this process is happening place? So there has been increase in the advertisements. Okay, and also an intrusive promotions idea. So the promotions and advertisement are leading to the degradation of quality. Right. So there is an unfair bias in the recommendation algorithms. Okay. So whenever you search for a topic, the paid algorithm recommendations will be shown in the top. So generally the people will prefer the top preferences, right? So that is an unfair bias. And once free features are going to become paid or restricted, for example, to reduce the advertisement or to contain the advertisement in YouTube, we have to pay them, right? Similarly, every platform is seeking subscription for ad-free service provision. So such kind of features, right? And lower quality or duplicate products are replacing the genuine ones. So the online platforms are selling the duplicate or the fake products. That is one of the symptom or one of the way where we can see this process. And what is the effect? So it worsens the user experience. So the products or the services received by the people, the laymen, the users are being worsened. So we also have the loss of trust on the online platforms, and the quality is being decreased over time. So this is again very important for us in the prelims, right? So the next important topic, we have the Meteor missile. Okay, so this Meteor missile is a advanced radar guided and beyond visual range air-to-air missile, which we call it as BVRAAM. So it is a advanced radar guided missile, right? So who developed this? So this has been developed by the European National Company, MBDA, a European multinational company has developed this Meteor missile because of the request by 6 European nations. It has prepared this Meteor missile. So what are the 6 countries? The United Kingdom, the Germany, Italy, France, Spain and the Sweden. So based on their needs, the MBDA company, which is a European multinational company, has prepared this advanced radar guided missile, right? So what are the important features you need to know about the Meteor missile? So we have, it is powered by the ramjet engine. So where the speed of engine is Mach 4. So 4 times more than the speed of sound. So it is a supersonic missile. What is supersonic missile? So whenever the speed of the missile is more than 1 Mach. So 1 Mach is usually the speed of sound. So if it is more than 1 Mach, we call it as supersonic, and if it is less than 1 Mach, we call it as subsonic missile. So this ramjet engine is almost exceeding the speed of 4 Mach, that is more than the 4 times the speed of sound. Okay, so the special feature is the blast fragmentation warhead. So the warhead is going to have a targeted blast, so blast fragmented warhead. Okay, so this is one of the important feature of this Meteor missile. So what is the range? So range is up to 200 kilometers. Okay, so why is it important? Because now India is planning for the acquisition of the Meteor, which are air-to-air missiles. So that is why this topic is very important for us, right? So India wanted to buy the Meteor missiles. The next important principle we are going to discuss is the doctrine of severability. So so doctrine of severability. So this is one of the important feature related to the fundamental rights. So why this is in the current affairs? Because recently Supreme Court said that the doctrine of severability is applied for the suits of special performance, but only in exceptional cases. So this doctrine has to be applied for the exceptional cases only. So this was a judgment or the comment made by the Supreme Court related to doctrine of severability, which is where we study in the polity in the fundamental rights topic. Okay, so what is this provision? What is this doctrine of severability? So whenever certain provisions in a particular legislation or an executive order is not in concurrence with the constitution or the fundamental rights, then that single provision will be declared as null and void by the Supreme Court. Okay, so this is the doctrine of severability, means only since that part is not in concurrence with the constitution, that part will be kept aside. Okay, the other important provisions in the legislation or the executive order will be considered, will be taken into account. Okay, so this is the doctrine of severability. Okay, so the next important topic we have so the next important topic we have the Buravel so water కావాలి నా వాటర్ అయిపోయినాయి వాటర్
అక్కడ వెనకాల లేదు.
ఇది మంచివేనా అయ్యో మీరు తినడం ఇవి మంచివేగా ఫ్రెష్గా Okay, so the next important topic we have, again related to the science and technology, right? We have a missile which is named after the Burevestnik missile. Okay. Okay, so this missile has been in the current affairs because this has been tested recently by Russia. So the Russian president, the Putin, has recently announced it, saying that this missile has been tested. Why is it significant? Because it is a nuclear powered cruise missile. Okay, so the energy required for the missile to move has been provided by the nuclear energy. Okay, so that is one important significant feature of this missile. Okay, so the name Burevestnik has been translating into storm petrel. What is the meaning of it? So it is a small seabird in the ocean or the sea. So this translates into storm petrel. Okay, so where it is a ground launched low flying cruise missile. Okay, so the range of the missile is not like the ordinary missiles. It is a low range. So from the surface of the earth, it is having less altitude while it is flying. So that is one of the important feature of this missile. Okay, so the one important feature is the nuclear warhead. And nuclear powered. Nuclear powered. So the energy for the movement of the missile is given by the nuclear energy, and also it consists of the nuclear warhead where the destruction will be maximum. So who developed it? Of course the Russia. So this is considered as one of the 6 strategic weapons by the Russian president. So in 2018, during his speech, he considered this as one of the 6 important strategic weapons which are made and launched by the Russia. Right, now this missile has been tested successfully. Right, so what is the name given by NATO to this missile? That is SSC-X9 Skyfall. So that is the nickname or the code name which is given by the NATO, which is of course led by the US. So what are the features you need to know in the prelims point of view? Okay, so the propulsion type. So the energy required for this is being given through the small nuclear reactors. So that nuclear reactor will heat the air and it will provide a thrust for the movement of the missile. Okay, so that is the propulsion type. And what is the range advantage? So because of the nuclear energy which is giving the movement thrust, so that will be giving that will result into the long range. So long range than the normal turbojet or the turbofan engines. So than the regular engines, because of the usage of the nuclear energy, the range of the missile is very, very long. So this is one important feature. And the loiter capacity or capability. What is loiter capability? So it is the capacity of the missile to move or travel in the air. Okay, till the target is fixed or if the situation is ready to hit the target, till then it can fly in the air. So that is the loiter capability. So this is very, very high. It is almost for days. So it can fly almost for days in the air. So that is one important feature related to this one, and it has a tactical surprise. So it can stay aloft or isolated and can suddenly hit the target. So it is a very tactful surprise by this missile, and obviously it is a low altitude flight, and the detection of this missile is very, very tough. So that is also one important feature. Okay. So these are the important features which are related to this missile, which is launched successfully or tested by the Russia. Okay. So these are the important current affairs for today. So let's continue our discussion in the next session. Thank you.